Tonight, a Charlotte mom is seeking solutions after almost losing her baby when the family dog was accidentally smothering the child. She spoke exclusively to WCNC Charlotte's Michelle Boudin about narrowly avoiding tragedy with a lesson learned before her daughter was even born.
It was the worst moment of my life. I screamed out, "Oh my God, no, 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 no."
As a first-time mom, Allie Youngling did all the things to get ready.
Oh my gosh, it was scary. That's why I did so much preparation for her arrival. I mean, we read all the books and we took all the classes.
She never imagined she'd actually have to use the Novant Hospital CPR class she and her family did over Zoom while waiting for Addison to make her arrival.
You know, when I took the CPR class, I remember telling my husband, we're never gonna actually have to use this, but we need to know what to do.
So the point of CPR is to compress the heart.
It happened so fast.
And move the blood.
Addison was sleeping.
So I walked out to our garage, to my car. I walked back inside after a couple minutes, and our little 18-pound dog, Oliver, was laying across her face. And she was partially blue. I ripped him off of her and picked her up, and her head fell back. She was completely unconscious, and I gave her rescue breaths.
To be the breath for that person.
And I remembered from the CPR class that I needed to put my mouth over her nose and mouth. So I gave her 2 rescue breaths and then ran her into our kitchen because I remembered she needed to be on a firm surface. So I put her on our countertop and I started giving her CPR while calling 911.
Charlotte 911, you need police, fire, medic.
She stayed on with 911 until the ambulance got there.
At one point, she came back to while I was giving her CPR and she screamed out, and the lady on the phone said she's alive. Just keep doing what you're doing. She informed me that the medics or firefighters were here, and I ran out with her in my arms because at that point she was kind of fading in and out of consciousness. And I was screaming, "Help me, help me, help me." The firefighters gave her oxygen and they had her breathing by the time she got into the ambulance. But at that point, we really didn't know what the long-term effects would be.
Youngling says in the moment, everything she learned in the class came back to her. She remembered the instructor having her sit on the floor with a stuffed animal and practicing the compressions. And it's important to note, infant CPR is very different than adult CPR.
There's 2 different ways that you can compress on a child. You can do what's called the encircling method, where you encircle and then do thumbs, or you can do two fingers and compress.
Sarah Ayubi is a nurse who runs Novant Health's Heart and Health Institute community outreach that includes CPR classes.
The fact that she was able to recognize what was going on, to move quickly to do what she needed to do for her child, it's minutes that can make a difference. With whether or not, you know, your organs get that oxygen-rich blood that they need. And she saved her baby's life, so it's just amazing.
Thankfully, she is completely fine now, but I'm just incredibly grateful that I took the class and knew what to do.
In Charlotte, Michelle Boudin, WCNC Charlotte.
Well, you heard Youngling just walk through that process that she learned with the rescue breaths. If you officially want to get certified, you can take Novant Health's class for free and learn all that information for yourself. We do have details on the class inside the WCNC Charlotte mobile app.